In part 1, we looked at how to set up the quiz environment, that is, customizing the settings of the quiz to suit our need. And in part 2, we looked at how we can import bulk questions through Microsoft Word into our question bank. In this part, which is part 3, we are going to look at how we are going to add questions from the question bank. We have already kept some questions at the question bank, and in this part we are going to look at how we can add questions from the question bank to our quiz. So to start with, we will go ahead and click on Add over here. Then we will select From Question Bank. So we're going to click on From Question Bank. So it will lead us to the question bank, and we have to select the category that our questions are located in. So with this, we created a category by name MCQ for Demo 111. So this is the category we created. We are going to choose that category because that is where our questions are located. So whichever category you also created, you are going to select that particular category to choose your questions from. In that category, we have 4 questions. If we want to use all the questions, we are going to click on Select All, and all the questions will be selected. We can select some of the questions and use for our quiz. And we can also select some questions from a category and select other questions from other category and add it to the same quiz. It's possible. In the next tutorial or in the coming tutorials, we'll look at how we can add questions such as true or false and then short answer questions. So for now, we are looking at how to add multiple choice questions to our quiz. So we'll go ahead and select all the 4 questions and then click on Add Selected Question to the quiz. So now we can see that all our 4 questions are present on our page, and with this we can exchange the questions. We can be switching the questions. Now we have our total marks to be 4. That is, each question carries 1 mark. We can edit to change the mark for our questions by clicking on the edit icon here. When you click on it, it's going to give you the opportunity to change the mark for each question. So if each question carries 1 mark, then we're going to leave it as such. Then our maximum grade must match that of the total marks. So we're going to change that to 4.00 so that it can match. That is the maximum number of marks a student can get in this quiz. Then we can go ahead and also check this shuffle, which is going to change the order of the questions for each student. Then from here, we click on Save. So now we can say our quiz is ready. So to look at how our quiz will be like, we'll go back into the course. That is, in my case, I have Demo 111. Then we scroll down to where we created our quiz. Then we're going to click on the quiz. And we have the option to preview the quiz. So we're going to click Preview the quiz now. Start attempt. Okay. Now we have our first 2 sets of questions. As we stated, 2 questions on a page. So the student will be selecting the answers. This is our next set of questions. Okay, so after the student has attempted the question, this is the result or what will be shown to the student, and the student will be required to submit to finish. That is, if the student is able to finish within time. But if the student is unable to finish before time, then the quiz will be submitted automatically by the system and it will be marked and the feedback will be given to the student. So when the student is done, these are the information that will be shown to the students. The students, based on the settings we did, will be able to see the general feedback, that is according to what he or she got. And then the total grade or the marks that the student got will also be shown. And then whatever the student did, the answers the student chose will also be shown. And we have the opportunity to edit the question, that is by the lecturer. The lecturer can edit the question. Maybe if there was some spelling mistake or some word omitted, you can click on edit question to edit the question and the possible answers too. So this is shortly how to set up and implement a quiz on UEW Learning Management System. In the coming tutorial, we'll be looking at how to set up an assignment and how to add short answers to our quiz, including true or false questions.